Welcome everyone to another episode of Boxing Rampage. I am your host JC.
Accompanied by Flacco.
And this is episode 25 of Boxing Rampage. It's going to be a short one. We're going to cover the fights that passed last weekend. Canelo Alvarez versus Cesar Chavez Jr. Emmanuel Taylor versus Lucas Matthys. And Reyes versus David LEMIEUX. Let's start with the fight everybody wants to talk about. Chavez, Canelo, what'd you think?
Oh man, sparring section, right? That's it was,
he didn't even take a seat.
He didn't show up. The heavy bag showed up. I mean, what can we say, man?
La da 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 da.
What else?
Hey, cause I got.
I was. If y'all heard my prediction, I thought this was going to be a closer fight. I thought that Chavez was going to do pretty much more into like seems to where he got. Basically, if y'all ever saw the Rocky movie where he didn't really win, but he did enough to like win the crowd and think that I thought that was going to happen. But I wish I did my prediction the day of the weigh-in. This guy was zombie. He had bloodshot eye. It seemed like he just smoked a joint right before the weigh-in, and he looked terrible. I'm like, damn.
He made the weight.
Yeah, but even he made the weight, but then he didn't even juice up. Like basically put a fucking IV on yourself, my man. Like, dude, this is Mexican freaking Cinco de Mayo. We want some good stuff. We want some action, and he came out short. This guy, he didn't even show up. He said I think a heavy bag dressed as Chavez Jr.
I don't know what his dad must have thought. Like,
for me, I thought this fight was gonna be like the undercard, like the LEMIEUX versus REYES. I thought it was gonna look similar to that, where
kind of looks similar.
Nah, but dude, at least REYES showed heart. This guy, like, he was getting hit with some punches that, like, this motherfucker, this motherfucker don't want to go away. Like, and I was surprised because he's been knocked out before. So, that's funny. I mean, shit. The sad part is that supposedly the numbers are coming in and it is close from 800 to 1 million pay-per-views buy, and it hurts the business. I mean, the main event wins like make it a little bit satisfactory, because I paid $70 and it hurts, man. Like, you trying to at least see some action. I mean, the main event, you know, if you know what the announcement, which was the main event, made up for it. But honestly, I was hoping that at least the fight was a little bit competitive to make up for everything. But I wish I had made my prediction the day of the weigh-in, and I would have completely agree with you. It would have been a one-sided.
That's what I picked. Unanimous decision. Okay. Well, I've been wrong before, guys. You know, if you look at other videos.
I said majority, but yeah.
Nah, I mean, it's just the way I see it is that Chavez had he made the weight, but I just don't see he has a good inside game. But the way Canelo was fighting, as soon as I knew he was, Chavez was walking backing up around the ring, I knew the fight was over. And even on the inside game, there were instances during the fight that Canelo got on the ropes, like inviting him to come in. He'd even dropped his hands for a couple times. I saw he was on the ropes, and he would try to engage, but then he'd back off. So I think he was afraid. I don't know if he was afraid to get hit or he just didn't want to get caught with a counter, because that's Canelo's specialty, is the counter punches. But yeah, completely one-sided, mismatch, total mismatch. Didn't win one round in anyone's eyes. I don't know if. I'm not certain if the judges even gave him a round. That's pretty much it. It's one-sided. I don't even think it deserves much talking about. The only thing I give Chavez is you made the weight. And you showed up. I mean, that's
basically. So moving to the undercard for that, LEMIEUX versus REYES.
Reyes, yeah.
That should have been.
That should have been the main event.
Yeah, that should have been the main event. I mean,
Dynamite chin, Jesus.
This guy showed some heart, and you heard the crowd. Mexicans, they were supporting him only because of that, because he showed heart, opposed to Chavez Jr. But
the energy of the fight was different, because when the LEMIEUX Reyes fight started, everyone was with LEMIEUX like, wow, he's gonna do the same thing he did with Curtis Stevens. And as the fight wore on after the 5th round, people were like, wow, maybe this guy's got a chance. Maybe this guy's got a chance. And I felt Reyes' punches weren't connecting like they should have. It felt like a lot of pity-pat punches, and they didn't have the same pop. He was doing a lot of work, but just wasn't effective. And then his chin is probably the most amazing thing about Reyes. He had a granite chin. Like, this guy was amazing.
that was a surprise part, because I can't recall, maybe I'm wrong.
He has.
Me, but I think he's been knocked out before by guys that maybe doesn't have the LEMIEUX kind of power. Like, it was insane. Like just seeing him like all bloody and taking these punches. But I mean, at least it made it exciting, which should be similar. Should be something that we would expect from the main event. But
yeah, he was knocked out by Alvin Ayala. The thing is, the game plan, they even mentioned during the fight that Marcos Reyes said all he has to do is get through the first 4 or 5 rounds, and once he was there, he knew that his power would diminish. So I think he had a good game plan after that. I don't think he showed anything else, but at least he was able to take it to a decision, which in many ways I think it kind of discouraged LEMIEUX, and even LEMIEUX changed his whole game plan. You could tell during the first 5 rounds, he was just hitting in the shots, trying to knock him out. And after a while, once he knew he was going to be there for all night, he just said, screw it, let me just box smart. I'm already ahead on the cards. Let me just box him out and then get him out of here. But that was a good fight. That should have been the main event. Want to move on to the...
yeah, the fight of the night. Man, MATTHYSSE versus...
MATTHYSSE 2.0, the reboot, the upgrade.
Man, that was an awesome fight. For me, that fight made the night. It was like, for me, this was like when y'all saw Mayweather versus Canelo, where actually Mayweather just won basically all the rounds, but then you had the MATTHYSSE versus Danny Garcia fight on the undercard, which made the night, and that was like the best fight of the night. This was the best fight of the night. Yeah. I think MATTHYSSE is doing great. He looked great, looking great condition, looked like his power. You can't just say, because remember, Taylor is a 140 pounder. Similar, they just both went up and fought at 147, but I would like to see him fight maybe like a Broner or...
you can do the Garcia again, man.
Or Garcia won at 147. And even that fight would be awesome in the undercard if they manage to put that on the undercard. Or even a Broner. If they put, for the Canelo Triple G fight, they put MATTHYSSE versus Broner or Garcia. MATTHYSSE just called out Pacquiao, which that was his fight. If he would have won Provonica, for me that was already... I heard that was already signed deal. That was gonna happen, but he lost to Provonica. He got injured, and now he's making a comeback. Hopefully, you know, he's a little older now. He doesn't. We don't know exactly where he at. Yeah, exactly where he at. We gotta see him at a better position and test him there and see, because you know Taylor is not like he's a boxer. He's not like that great of a puncher. I want to see him against a big puncher and see how that eye responds to the recovery. But MATTHYSSE
MATTHYSSE and Pacquiao would be great. I mean, speed versus power, and that's, you know, Pacquiao's weight is 140. That would be a great fight.
If they put MATTHYSSE and Pacquiao, I don't mind paying $100 for the BGG Canelo fight. That would make the night. Yeah, that would make the night.
We can't complain. Boxing was great for us. 2017.
Yeah, so far so good. And talking about the undercard before that, Jojo Diaz versus Avila. So what can we say, man? Diaz controlled the fight. The only thing, the kid doesn't have any pop, man. Yeah. This guy...
He's putting his whole body into it. He's turning his hips and everything.
This is Toy Malignaggi 2.0, basically. that's what I saw that day. I'm like, another version of Paulie Malignaggi. What's your opinion?
Yeah.
Anything you want to put in? Yeah.
That's it, man. This will be it for this version. We are going to do another video now with the Triple G and Canelo fight, and we're also going to do another video coming up with stand by. It's going to be Kell Brook and Errol Spence, and we're also going to do a video, hopefully, if we get to it, the Terrence Crawford versus Felix Diaz fight, which is next week. All right. So don't go anywhere. We're going to do another video coming up. Thank you.
All right.